Po, while sitting under the sacred peach tree of heavenly wisdom and eating a peach, reminisced on his journey with Tai Lung, the monster he defeated, the warrior he trained with, the greatest rival he ever had, and the best friend he missed. Po prepared to use Wuxi fingerhold on the snow leopard who brought destruction upon the Valley of Peace, but instead chose mercy and paralyzed Tai Lung with his own nerve attack technique. Once taken back to Chorgam prison, Shifu and the Furious Five asked why, and Po told them that he saw a glimpse of fear and light in Tai Lung's eyes, and couldn't bring himself to be as heartless as him. When often visiting Tai Lung in prison, he would normally see him not as the roaring fury he once was, but instead as someone broken and empty. Whenever he, Tigress, or Shifu visited him, they would get nothing but silence. However, after Aoyoi offered him a peach from the sacred peach tree of heavenly wisdom, while he did not eat it, he did accept it. And from that moment forward, while not quickly, Tai Lung began to open up, and over time, he even began to actually listen.
A year has passed since Tai Lung's defeat. Master Shifu informs me that I have not yet achieved inner peace. When Lord Shen's army of gorillas and wolves raid a nearby village, Po and the Five intercept them, but a symbol resembling a red sun gives Po a memory of his past. After, Shifu returned from his visit to Chorgam, with Tai Lung by his side, informing them that Tai Lung protected the guards and ended the anarchy in the prison. While Po and the Five have serious doubts about trusting Tai Lung, Shifu demands that they accept the decision, as they are facing a threat that endangers all of Kung Fu and China. As they made their way to Gongmen City, Po and Tai Lung's philosophies would constantly clash, but Tigress often helps them find a middle ground. When Tai Lung sees Po sparring with Tigress, he begrudgingly joins them. They ask him what really happened in Chorgam, and he simply replies, "I could no longer stand to see the chaos he once embodied." Upon arriving in Gongmen City, they free Masters Ox and Croc, but they refuse to help. They then feign surrender to Shen, who brings them into Gongmen Palace to execute them with his prototype cannon. They free themselves and destroy it, but Po is distracted long enough for Shen to escape and destroy Gongmen Palace with his now complete arsenal of cannons. After escaping, Tigress confronts Po, who reveals that he remembers seeing Shen when he last saw his parents. Tigress, as well as Tai Lung, sympathizes, but she and the others abandon him for his own safety and head to Shen's cannon factory to destroy it. Po follows them and confronts Shen, which ruins their demolition plan and gets them captured. Shen shoots both him and Tai Lung, who attempted to shield Po with a cannon from close range, and the remaining group ends up captured. Severely wounded but alive, Po and Tai Lung float downriver and are rescued by the soothsayer, who nurses them back to health and encourages Po to finally achieve inner peace by reconciling with his past. And while Tai Lung attempted to do the same, he only struggled and failed. Once returning to Gongmen City, the Panda and Snow Leopard free the Five, Shifu, and both Ox and Croc, and stop Lord Shen's shadow from looming across China by destroying the foremost ships. Shen then fires from his own flagship to clear the way, killing most of his own soldiers, scattering the masters, and leaving Po to stand alone against Shen's fleet. Focusing on his newfound inner peace, Po redirects the cannonballs shot at him back at the remaining ships and destroys them. Po offers for Shen to find inner peace of his own, but Shen refuses and attacks him. In the process, Shen accidentally severs the lines holding up the ship's destroyed cannon, which falls and crushes him. The city congratulates them and celebrates, but as they return to the Valley of Peace, Tai Lung decides to return to Chorgam, realizing that he has not yet truly earned his freedom or his redemption, earning everyone's respect.
After some time, Tai Lung has become the guardian of Chorgam, wandering its halls, associating with the guards, and leaving whenever he wished.
he also put much of his focus on meditating in hopes of achieving inner peace like Po has. During the visits, a friendship with Po began to form. They would also share a peach. A deep bond with Tigress began to grow, and an amends with Shifu began to unfold. But when he would visit the Valley of Peace, most still feared and shunned him. Shifu soon announces his retirement and names Po his successor. However, where Po failed in teaching the Furious Five, Tai Lung actually succeeded. Shifu, who predicted the calamity, advises Po to be himself and master Qi, something Tai Lung also wishes to master. Once Kai uses the stolen Qi to return to the mortal realm, the Valley of Peace is attacked by Kai's jade zombies. Po, Shifu, and the Five struggled to defend the Valley of Peace, even after Tai Lung arrives to aid them. The group learns that Kai and Oogway were once brothers in arms, and that Kai saved Oogway's life by taking him to a secret panda village high in the mountains. The pandas taught Oogway to give Qi, but Kai began to take Qi from others for his own personal gain, forcing Oogway to banish him to the spirit realm. As the Jade Palace falls, Po, Tigress, and Tai Lung barely manage to escape and find refuge in the hidden panda village. At the village, Po discovered his people and learns to live like a panda. Tai Lung at first distanced himself, solely focusing on training. Tigress would soon join him. While training to use Qi and training the pandas to fight back, Kai steals the Qi of every living Kung Fu master. When Kai tracks down and attacks the village, along with his jade zombies, Tai Lung, Tigress, and the pandas fight them, distracting Kai long enough for Po to use the Wuxi finger hold on him. However, Kai reveals that the technique works only on mortals, not on spirit warriors like himself, then overpowers everyone. To save the others, Po executes the Wuxi finger hold on himself, banishing them both to the spirit realm. Remembering all of his teachings, Tai Lung manages to focus his will and send his own spirit to the spirit realm, where he aids Po in fighting an enraged Kai. When the spirit warrior attempts to steal Po's Qi, Tai Lung tricks Kai into taking his immense but conflicted energy, causing Kai to become overwhelmed. In the mortal realm, the others to give their Qi to Po in the spirit realm, rejuvenating him and empowering his Qi. Po overloads Kai with excessive Qi and returns the Kung Fu masters to normal and restoring their Qi. Po and Tai Lung encounters Oogway, who proudly names Po his successor and gives him his Staff of Wisdom, which Po uses to return to the mortal realm. Tai Lung got on his knees and profusely apologized to Oogway for all the pain he caused. Oogway easily forgives Tai Lung and reassures him that he is on the right path. After happily reuniting with the others, Tai Lung bows and finally acknowledges Po as the true dragon warrior. Tai Lung aids in restoring the Jade Palace, where the residents finally welcome him with open arms. But Tai Lung chooses to remain in the Panda Village, to not only master his Qi, but to continue seeking inner peace.
When Tai Lung returned to the Valley of Peace, he meets Po under the sacred peach tree of heavenly wisdom, and they share stories as they share a peach. After, he goes to spar with the Five, Tigress, of course, being the only who can keep up with him. While enjoying a cup of tea with Shifu, Tai Lung confessed that while living among the pandas has caused him to long for understanding where he came from and know about his past. Po, who is now the spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace, is searching for a successor. Meanwhile, in Juniper City, the Chameleon, an evil sorceress of terrifying ambition, begins stealing the kung fu of masters across China in order to have unrivaled power and expands her influence. Zhen, a fox bandit, tries stealing ancient weapons from the Jade Palace. She is outsmarted and sent her prison, but reveals of the chameleon's plans. Tai Lung once again joins forces with Po and the others as they travel to Juniper City. They are almost arrested, but they are able to escape thanks to the den of thieves, who are all under the leadership of Zhen, whom escaped prison. From there, they head to the chameleon's lair, but are ultimately captured in the end. Zhen, a double agent for the chameleon, steals Po's staff of wisdom, and the chameleon uses it to access the spirit realm, summoning and stealing every deceased kung fu master's skills. But reality slowly begins to fracture due to the portal to the spirit world remaining open, as the two worlds aren't meant to intertwine. They almost manage to escape, but the chameleon's army throws them off a cliff and nearly fall to their death. After, Tigress convinces Po that sometimes change can be good. Po refuses to back down from facing the chameleon, so they convince the Den of Thieves to help them end the chameleon's reign. Despite their best efforts, the chameleon overpowers them all, shape-shifting into countless masters. Po, Tigress, and Tai Lung refuse to give up, even after the chameleon turns into a vicious chimera monster. Putting his trust in Tigress, Po gives her the staff, with which she bests the chameleon. Po, Tigress, and Tai Lung finally defeat the chameleon, return all of the stolen kung fu, and close the portal. They are hailed as heroes by the city. Later, Tai Lung makes the decision to leave and find his own people. Tigress wishes to go with him, but is named Po's successor. Before everyone's surprise, Tai Lung and Tigress share a deep, tender kiss and vow to marry once he returns. After Tai Lung and Po shake hands, Po gives Tai Lung a peach for his long road ahead. Tai Lung smiles and waves goodbye to the panda he once called a rival, but since became his best friend. He walked alone into the snowy mountains as Tigress trained relentlessly to become the next dragon warrior.
Po continues to sit under the sacred peach tree of heavenly wisdom every day as a way to Tai Lung. While he does often wonder how life would have turned out if he did send Tai Lung to the spirit world that day, he does not regret sparing the man who not only remains his greatest, but became his best friend, and will continue to wait for his return, very much like a certain tiger who awaits for their wedding day, fully confident that Tai Lung will not only come back a better man, but as a much stronger kung fu master.